Alright guys, so today we're just going to be working on the Micra again. Just a couple of little mods, just to make it a little bit easier to live with. First is the stereo, and the next would be the steering wheel. So, let's get in the car. Right, next thing we're going to do is sort the radio out. Just a very simple thing. When I sold the car, the guy said don't even bother trying to use a radio because it is not plugged in. So let's get it sorted. Just pull it out. See what I mean? So I had to order an adapter. So the adapter just plugs in there, and there, and then that end should just fit in that side. But this doesn't have an aux cable, and I never listen to the radio in my car. Always listen to my own music. Probably most of you do too as well. So I've got another one that I had lying around. Nice Kenwood one. Probably quite old as well, but it's got an aux cable, so happy days. But it does have a different connection, so I had to order another connection to plug into here. So just plug that in, plug this in here, like so. Aerial in 2. It's making a noise, which is good. It means there's power. Moment of truth. We have power. Standby. Tuna fish. Searching. Pull that aerial up. And it works! So you've got to have the aerial fully extended on this Micra. Which looks hilarious. But if you do want radio, that's how you do it. It's another little job done. So, steering wheel is way too big. It's lumpy, it's horrible. So, the only steering wheel I have available is a tiny little one that came with the new project. It's like a little go-kart steering wheel, which is a lot smaller. I'll show you when I get this off. But yeah, a lot smaller. Tiny little thing, which should be quite fun to drive with. So first things first, let's get this off. I've pretty much got it off anyway, because I did test the hub, or the boss, because before I tried the one I already had and it didn't fit, so I just wanted to make sure this fit again before starting the video. So anyway, get to it. To pull the horn off, obviously if you don't have the airbag one, if you have the airbag one, disconnect the battery and everything, otherwise boom, bad times. Anyway, pull that off, disconnect wires, sorted. There's a, what was it, 19mm nut, bash either side. You probably have to do it quite hard. Said I've previously taken it off about 5 minutes ago just to test it, so it's just going to pull off, sorted. So just a size comparison, stock one and the one going on. I have to admit, I'm not sure what size either are, but as you can tell, it's going to be a lot smaller. So it's going to be fun to drive, I reckon. No power steering, so whether this will probably help, right? I don't know. Probably not. No, that's not how it works. Right, hub's on. There's a bit of a gap around here, but I'm just going to probably whack a bandana or something stupid just to cover that. I haven't wired the horn up, so I can't be bothered. I will do at some point. If anyone annoys me, I'll just go, oi, hey you! It'll work. Right, just a quick tip to put the boss on. Don't just put it on and you think, right, yeah, that's sorted, and then tighten it and then everything else, because the likelihood is if you do that, it won't be straight. So you could, if you're going for a quick release, try and line that up, but remember it's got 2 different hole patterns, so if that doesn't line up, then you've got to take everything off again. Don't ask me how I know that. But anyway, line your steering wheel up first. Make sure it was straight as it came off. That is tiny and is hilarious. It's gonna be great fun. Once that's on, get the nut, 19mm nut, and tighten to your heart's content. Done. Now remove the steering wheel. Just looking at the speedo, I noticed it tops out 110. Now, how fast have you gone in your Micra if you have a Micra? On private road, of course. Or in Mexico if you do duggets. Yeah. Quick release hub's going on. I've got one, and yes, it's probably worth more, like with the steering wheel, than the car alone. Yes, cheap budget build, but I already had it lying around, so it counts, right? Right. Yes, you've probably realised it is getting darker through the course of this video. And that is because I'd love to say the nights are getting, longer very quickly. But it's just me being a prat again, as per usual. Right, now we've got the boss on and the quick release on. Just need to put the steering wheel on the other side of the quick release, and then put it on, and job's a good one. So that's on there. Just a quick tip: if you're installing a quick release or anything, just make sure the bolts you use to actually attach the steering wheel to the this side of the quick release don't protrude, because obviously if they do, you can't actually attach it, or if you try and attach it with the boss on or the quick release on, so like that, and then you screw it on, it probably won't come off. So yeah, just a quick tip there. Once again, don't ask me how I know. There we go. It's on. Feels good. You want it off? Off. On. Off. Safety plus race car. Yeah, I described the Micra as a race car. Can be right. It can be with a engine swap or a turbo or anything like that. Anyway, put it back on, and we are good to go. Right, so there you go, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. As I said, just a couple of little simple things, but yeah, thought I'd film them and whack them up for your entertainment if you were entertained, which you might have been, or you might have just got very bored and switched off. Anyway, the next one. Cheers, guys.